Hey guys, in today's episode, dive into the life of a pro esports Clash Royale player, and XBOW could be changed to target air units? All that and more in today's episode of Clash World. Hey guys, Legendaray here, and welcome back to another episode of Clash Worlds. In this weekly show, we take a look at the most recent announcements from the Clash Royale team, the hottest topics in CR esports, as well as what's going on in the community. Then, we'll finish off the episode by breaking down the meta and featuring my off-meta deck of the week. If you're enjoying Clash Worlds, then please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell to get notified of every video that comes out. And with that out of the way, let's get right into the first section, New in the Arena. New in the Arena is where we find out about what the Supercell team has been up to this past week. This week, of course, we have a new challenge. This one is another Elixir challenge. Nothing new, but man, are those challenges fun to play. You basically get unlimited Elixir, and the rewards are actually really good. If you complete the entire challenge, this is what you'll get. 87,150 gold, 1 common token, 2 rare tokens, 1 epic token, 1 legendary token, and at least 575 cards, 57 of which are guaranteed rares, and 5 of which are guaranteed epics. Sounds pretty good to me. How did you guys do in the challenge? Be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Next up, as this month draws to a close, balance changes get closer and closer. Again, I think this meta is pretty balanced, honestly, but of course, there are some hints that have been dropped by the Rumham on Twitter. Firstly, Prince will not be changed. The Rumham says that he's pretty happy with the card, but he might buff Skeleton Army or Goblin Hut in the future. Next up, he's considering changing the Lava Hound, Giant Skeleton, and XBOW. Now, XBOW is one of the underused kill cards right now at the moment, so evidently something does need a change for that archetype. But as you can see here, the Rumham tweeted out, XBOW can attack air, buff or nerf. Oh man, I really don't know about this. This would be a revolutionary change that would alter Siege forever. As a Siege player myself, I don't know if I would like XBOW to target air, and I honestly think that it would be a bit of a nerf. However, Woody has a pretty interesting proposition. Trouble is that can attack air also means must attack air if it is the nearest target. I want my XBOW to shoot flying troops on defense sometimes, but more often I want it to lock on the tower. Toggle switch. What he's saying here is that each time you place the XBOW down, you get to choose whether you want it to target air or target ground. Very interesting idea. Looking forward to seeing your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, trade tokens are probably going to be more common in the next update, as many people have complained about how rare these tokens actually are. Next up, heroes once again making an appearance in today's episode. I mean, they just keep making changes to these heroes, which means that they are hard at work on this possible new feature. This week, Opega Studios found something really interesting. Firstly, they have a special card slot in the game's UI. It will look something like this. When you click on the card, a new hero selection interface pops up where you get to choose which hero you want to play. Man, I am really excited to see whether heroes will actually be making an appearance, maybe even in the next update. And finally, skeleton emotes are out. I personally don't like these as much as the Hawk and Barbarian emotes, but they're still really nice. Let me know which emote is your favorite down in the comment section below. Now that's gonna do it for New in the Arena. It's time to check out the eSports update. The eSports update is a segment where we take a look at the new and rising pro players as well as recent esports competitions. This week, the CRL season is officially halfway through. Again, the top 4 teams in the standings will move on, while the bottom 4 are going to be out. This week in North America, Complexity lost to the Immortals 1 and 2, getting their very first loss in the season. 100 Thieves beat Team Solomid 2-1, Team Solomid beat Tribe Gaming 2-1, CLG beat Cloud9 2-0, Immortals beat TSM 2-0, and Cloud9 beat NRG 2-1. There have just been so many close matches and clutch wins, and I definitely recommend tuning into a CRL stream or two. Want to find out what the life of a pro player is like? Well then check out this video from the Immortals showcasing the entire esports experience. From living in a team house to practicing Clash Royale to prepping for each and every match, this video covers it all. Be sure to go and give it a watch. Now that we're caught up on the most recent esports news, let's check out the rising rumors. A Reddit user called XN posted a very interesting concept on the Clash Royale Reddit dealing with level 13 players. As you know, once you reach that level, you don't gain experience anymore, which can be kind of annoying and frustrating for some players. Here is his idea. Imagine that once you reach max level, you get an endless XP bar that keeps filling up to a certain amount. For example, 10,000 experience. Every time you fill up that progress bar, you get a reward. Maybe something like a legendary chest, a bundle of tokens, or just simply some gold. Basically, this would kind of be an addition to the quest tab, and whenever you earn a certain amount of experience past level 13, you would get some rewards. This would further incentivize donating and leveling up cards for those max players, and honestly just sounds like an overall great feature. Next up, check out this Wi-Fi emote. Man, this one would sure be annoying. Obviously, the most evil emote. 10 out of 10 would buy. And finally, check out this hilarious edit by Moist Marsupial on Reddit, bringing to light about the honestly kinda crappy quests that we get now and again, and how we only get to skip one of them per day. Let's check it out.
You think this is funny?
In a cosmic sort of way, yes.
Well, Mr. Funny Man, is this how you get your sick kicks?
What? It's just an ordinary crabby... Oh my goodness! Squidward!
Man, I totally agree with this video. Please, just kinda make these quests better. I mean, some of them are honestly just a waste of time. Now that we've covered the trending topics in the community, let's go ahead and break down the meta. Again, just like last week, I really like the meta at the moment. Sure, there obviously could be some changes as nothing is perfect, but I mean the game is much more balanced than it has been before. Again, as you can see, the most popular decks include Hog, Bait, Bridge Spam, Royal Hogs, 3 Musketeers, Lava Loom, P.E.K.K.A, and Giant. Seems pretty balanced to me. You got a good mix of a ton of archetypes. However, XBOW and Graveyard are 2 archetypes that are missing. Will those 2 be changed in the next set of balances? Well, we'll just find out in a few days. So that's the current meta for you guys. Now let's check out the off-meta deck of the week. That's right, in each Clash Royale episode, I'm going to be featuring one off-meta deck that works in the current meta. This week's deck is a crazy giant skeleton XBOW deck shared by Timothy Primo. This deck is really fun to play, as with just any deck with the giant skeleton. The ability to just blow so many things up with that massive explosion just offers so much value, and is a feature that's really fun to play with. Overall, this deck plays really passively, with XBOW being extremely difficult to play in the current meta. Play this mainly as a control deck. Use the XBOW after you gain an elixir advantage and dominate. Now with that out of the way, let's get right into a battle. Alright, so looks like this battle is going to be against Phenomenal from the Clan Peru 2018. Alright, so here unfortunately not exactly the best starting hand in the world. We're just gonna kind of wait, see what this guy's gonna do. He's gonna go with a miner, so we'll just go with a giant skeleton, block that thing. Oh, okay, or or we can just lag out. That's perfectly fine. And yeah, now we've got a little giant skeleton. He's gonna Inferno Dragon the opposite lane. Now, this deck is unfortunately quite weak to air actually, so yeah, that's something you're gonna have to kind of take care of. Anyways, your Ice Spirit will go ahead and take out those bats. Meanwhile, he fails to lure that giant skeleton. Actually, will that bomb reach that tower? Please say it does. And boom, yes, looks like that bomb reached the tower, and that's gonna be a really, really nice 800 damage or so. Here, let's go and get a nice King Tower activation. So definitely a really, really good start for us. He's only dealt about 700 damage. Meanwhile, I've taken 1,000 off of his tower. Now again, this deck does not have that good of an air counter, so if I would like kind of make a change to this deck, it would obviously to be add more air targeting units. But anyways, here we're gonna go ahead and plop down a giant skeleton right here and probably just support it with an XBOW. Obviously that bomb will just go ahead and blow up absolutely everything. So yeah, that giant skeleton XBOW, really, really good combination. But here he's gonna go Prince opposite lane, really, really good play. And again, this deck does not have too much to stop it. Giant skeleton bomb reaches tower once again. So let's go here with an Ice Spirit right there, which will freeze, and then let's go go with a Valkyrie, which will basically kite everything to the center. Let's go in with an Ice Wizard right here, and oh no, those 2 bats are actually gonna do so much damage, guys. Let's go ahead, go with some Fire Spirits to try and take those out, and oh man, unfortunately, our tower is actually down to some pretty critical damage right here. 709. We do have a tower advantage, but this is definitely not going to be a 1 tower game. I'm definitely gonna have to try and take that second tower. So here he's gonna go with the Inferno Dragon in the back. Let's just go with a Giant Skeleton. I don't know if that's a good move. If yeah, that was probably a really bad move because we don't have a way to take out that Inferno Dragon. So that Inferno Dragon is just gonna shred that Giant Skeleton. So yeah, definitely not a good play on my part. But anyways, here, Ice Wizard will go ahead and try and take all that stuff out. And, oh man. Alright, we're definitely going to be dropping that right tower right there. So let's go once again with the Giant Skeleton back. Kind of reset. We're still kind of lagging, but that's not really an excuse. I feel like the biggest deal with this deck is that I just don't have any way to take out that Inferno Dragon. Obviously, Ice Spirit can reset it. We don't have an air heavy hitter. So here, let's go with a Valkyrie right there. Stop that Prince onto from getting just a ton of damage onto our King's Tower. Bomb will blow everything up. XBOW, oh no, it's distracted onto that E-Wiz. But let's just go ahead and save up to that 10 elixir, reload once again with that Giant Skeleton in the back as we head into overtime. Now, I feel like we'll actually be much better off right now because we're pushing in same lane as our opponents here. Because when we're pushing same lane, the Giant Skeleton's bomb will get a ton of value here. Ice Wizard will predict that miner. Valkyrie will also go ahead and help take out that miner. And here, as you can see, Giant Skeleton bomb will blow up absolutely everything. And that, again, is why I said that this deck will be better if you push same lane. As you can see, that Giant Skeleton bomb just got so much value and ended up with an XBOW lock onto the tower. So here, we're just going to go ahead, rinse and repeat the exact same strategy. Giant Skeleton down, XBOW down, Ice Wizard down for that miner. And let's see here, there's the miner. Let's go with the Valkyrie as well. Valkyrie will catch that miner. Meanwhile, Giant Skeleton will die, but the bomb will absolutely go boom. Everything's gone. XBOW's on the tower. Tower's going down, and that's going to be GG, grabbing ourselves a nice win against a kind of a minor Prince control deck. That was definitely a really interesting deck from him as well. So yeah, definitely really interesting match. So there we go, the off meta deck of the week. I definitely recommend you guys give this deck a try. Really effective, really fun. As I said before though, maybe try and add some more air counters in this deck if you feel like it. If you want to submit your own deck to be featured, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. But unfortunately, guys, that's all I've got time for in today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below as well as a subscription to my channel. And as always, this is Legendaray, and I'm signing off. See you guys next time.